Hello everyone, Bangi here. I'm with my friend Ellie, who I've invited for our Doki Doki Literature playthrough. How are you, Ellie? How do you feel about this whole experience?
I'm a bit nervous.
What's that?
I'm a bit nervous.
Okay, so this will be our first Let's Play in Better Gaming, guys, and we decided to do it in English. So just keep that in mind. Now, I've already played the game, and Ellie, on the other hand, is absolutely oblivious to it. I just told her it's a visual novel slash dating sim, which she didn't have any clue, by the way. And I had to put in the psychological horror part just because I don't know, I just had to convince her to play, And yeah, we'll try to go through all of it in one go, but we might have to split it in a couple of parts. We'll just see how it goes. Well, with that in mind, let's play some DDLC, how the kids call it. So, I just reinstalled it, so it's brand new here. Just gotta, yep. I know what to do. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a professional YouTuber, obviously, who was not prepared at all. So, here's the thing. I know that the game should be played with. The game should be played with your files, your game files, opened up while you play the game.
I have no idea what that means.
You know what game files are, right? I mean, you know your game. Okay. By the way, she doesn't play a lot of games, obviously. So you have this game which you gotta install on your PC.
Okay. Yes.
And it has a bunch of files.
Yes.
And while you play the game, unlike most other games, the files remain the same, except for save files. But everything else remains the same. While you're playing this game, you gotta pay attention to your game files. I'm not gonna say anymore so I don't spoil anything, okay? Okay. So, let me just try to figure out something here. If not, we'll just have to work around it, I guess. Yeah, we'll just go for the game capture then. Okay, so let's do this. Let's play.
Play.
I guess
so nervous and excited.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
It looks
pretty.
It's in pink.
Delete my existing data. Yep.
Is this like a girly game?
You wish. It's more like a guy around his 30s who hasn't dated any girls and wanna feel like, oh, look at these adorable anime waifus. I'll pick one of them.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, as you can see, it has the usual warnings. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit the website. Okay, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you're at least 13 of age.
Am I?
Are you?
Yeah.
Alright. She just turned 14. And you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Okay, actually, I want to let you use the mouse. You'll be privileged in this way. So
I agree.
I don't know. It's up to you. I forgot that jam.
Doki Doki.
So there you have it. We have colors now. Now let me just pop this on a full screen.
He only says he's gonna give it, but
Yeah. Alright, mate.
alright, mate.
Okay, so let's go for a new game then. Please enter your name. Okay. We're multiple.
Where's your name? Hey!
Okay, so we don't know who this is.
Yeah,
so
question.
who we wanna? Okay, so we'll decide who will voice who as we go. So let's see who pops up. Okay, so I guess I'll read the main character lines.
Okay.
Um, but so of course we'll be making the decisions together. I won't push you in any particular direction. You'll be making most of the decisions. Okay. So I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself.
You knew what this was gonna say, that's why you wanted to read it, right?
No. It just feels.
Annoying girl,
No.
oblivious to any.
Here's the thing. It's more immersive if a guy is reading the guy character
The narrative,
lines,
yeah.
the narrative. Yeah, cause this is basically what the main character is thinking in his head, and the main character is a guy. So it's just gonna be a bit more immersive if I'm reading it. But I mean, we're just not meta enough, I guess. Next playthrough, we'll try to some gender bender things. Okay, so whoa, slow down there, Sonic. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up.
Sounds like me.
Well, I guess we know who'll be voicing Sayori. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I guess that sounds like me. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
Haha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
No, that's actually me. Okay, we'll get the
This is
hang.
Eleni, that's my name.
Yeah, but the main character is Eleni, you know. So I'm Eleni basically.
Oh,
Well, you're Eleni too. We just gotta. Everyone will have. Everyone, calm down.
Step back.
Alright, just.
Step back.
Chotto, mate, please. Okay, so I'll be voicing Eleni, even though you're Eleni.
Okay, and
You'll be voicing Sayori. Those are the two characters we know so far. One for each, okay? Because I could voice Sayori, I guess, but I don't. Okay, I promise I'll do the voice of one female character of your choice when we meet the rest of them, okay?
Okay.
You'll be the one to choose. Okay.
So go ahead
Maybe.
and read it in a manly voice.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you, honey.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Eleni.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I don't want to think we're a couple.
Fine. But you did wait for me. After all. Oh. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want.
God damn it! Whatever you say, Sarah. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Eleni, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I'm a bit like, I don't know. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yep, that's definitely me.
Sounds like him. Uh-huh. Okay. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college, like the nerd you are. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I mean,
How dare she?
and I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Well,
Right?
you're too late. You're too late. I'm already on it. The main character may be young, but it's too late for me.
So do you trust me?
Uh,
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you, please.
alright, alright.
Just
I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Good boy. Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head.
That's what we do.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. You know what? I think I know what's gonna be easier. If I'll press, because you can either press the skip button or the mouse. So I'll skip my own dialogue, and you can skip
Okay.
your character's
Yeah, makes
dialogue.
sense.
Okay? Yeah. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. I keep seeing Eleni and it confuses me a bit. Siori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello.
Sayori? Sarah must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah.
there is no way I'm going to your club. I'm so savage.
And she looks so happy. Oh, Mimi.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature.
Oh, thank you.
In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yay, let's go.
Why do I feel like you and I have been through this same thing? And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new members here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room.
Welcome to the lecture club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Okay, that's actually perfect. Uh,
Sir always says nice things about you.
uh, is that the one? Okay. Seriously? No, wait. Gotta just find the right spot. Okay, hold on. Seriously? You brought a boy?
I just want to say that I'm the one with the big boobs.
And well, I'm used to having no boobs. Way to kill the atmosphere!
Oh, Eleni, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club.
Dot dot dot. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry,
Natsuki.
that's the posh voice.
There's the, yeah.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
And that's why she's posh.
That's why she's posh. Don't say things like that. I'm sorry.
You know what I just thought? I'm not sure if she's speaking posh or what was that show called? The Only Way is Essex, where it's just these.
It's just fake British. Let's
It's actually okay. It's great. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid and posh, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Ellen. I seem to smile sweetly.
Yeah, we do know each other. Well, we rarely talked about, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monica.
Come sit down, Eleni. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica.
It's you.
Oh, I'll get the cupcakes.
What was? Hey! I made them! I'll get them!
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Posh one.
Yeah. Then how about I make some tea as well? She's also making tea that makes so perfect sense.
It's almost like we planned this from the start, maybe. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cat ears. Little cats, sorry. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, you're creaming over this, aren't you?
I just want to say I love cupcakes and I love cats, so that's so cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face.
Sounds like me.
I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I'm just, I'm examining it. I want to be careful with this shit I got cute girls to impress. It's my only chance, only opportunity. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why? Why are you taking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did. Siri said. Well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation, because she's a woman. Boom! Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Wait, that's me. It's Elaine. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Which I actually do. I really enjoy tea.
Should we make a cup of tea?
Maybe for part 2, if there is one. But yeah, that's actually... You know what? We're gonna make tea. Shit gets real. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I can't see. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Sounds like Monica.
Yeah, and you know what? It's actually really funny how you managed to give her the business voice, and turns out she's the president, so it's like fucking magic, baby. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, I hope I don't freak her out.
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. The politics, sorry. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Yeah, that's...
Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. That should have been your role.
Okay. There's a history button, by the way, so we can always go there if we miss something. Okay. Then I'm surprised there aren't there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes cool events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yay! We'll do our best.
You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Eleni, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Savage. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I won't change. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She does. Wait, did we skip something?
I don't think so.
Did you read that part? No.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, you did read. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ah, I hate horror. I think I'm just gonna go with the Mickey Mouse voice for her because it's like I feel like each line I just do a squeaky voice, but it's different each time. It's like she's what was it called? No, schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic. Yeah, I don't know. Multiple people living inside her.
She
Okay, so
might be, she looks like she is.
no, I don't know.
Oh? Why is that?
Whoops. Well, I just Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about the cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say that out loud. And give that back.
Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Aww.
Sayori sidles?
Slide. Sidles, yeah.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and I don't know what that word. Sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Uh, uh. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Oh my god. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Oh, so poetic.
Yeah. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Mitsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Ow. I wanted to read, I don't know, okay. I wanted to read everyone's
I
poems.
guess it's more like, aw.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Awkward. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Ooh.
Mitsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Eleni?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
Look how disappointed they are. But I'm sorry, I thought. Eleni.
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls.
Never.
Right. Okay, I've decided. I joined the literature club. You know what this reminds me? There was this Johnny Bravo moment when some alien chicks wanted to abduct him, and they were like, "Human, we shall abduct you for our sex experiments." And he was like, "Okay, let me think about it." Okay, I thought about it. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
It's kind of like this. I'm playing Johnny Bravo.
I'm done.
One by one, the girl eyes light up.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Terry wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey,
You really did scare me for a moment.
if you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember that tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Eleni, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Eleni, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubbing. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a good poem tonight. So we'll be writing some poems. Putting the lit in literature. Okay, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
We need to decide who our favorite club member is, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you don't have to like commit to one particular choice for the rest of your life, because we're not marrying them.
We want to impress all.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we don't wanna impress some. I don't know. It's actually, you know what? I'm gonna let you choose all the words. All the words are gonna be by you. No, it's fine.
Okay,
There's
so
no way you can
Bunny
say.
is the first word. So what do I do? What is?
Okay, so it says that you need to. Just the game told you that you need to pick words.
That.
Whoever you think's each of these three girls that we see here, we will like the most.
Okay.
So, who do you think will like Bunny? And basically, whoever
Okay.
likes Bunny, it's gonna show you that. So go ahead and click Bunny. Let's start with the Bunny.
Okay, and what do I do?
Just click it. Okay, you see
The
the middle one, Natsuki. She just hopped.
Yeah.
That means she likes that. She likes bunnies.
Okay.
So this way you learn more about the characters, and when you construct the poem, whoever, if you hit the most words for specific members, the poem is gonna be about them. Then it's gonna impress that member.
I didn't know that the words were gonna change, though. I wanted to choose massacre because I like.
Well, they're changing. They'll change each time. It's fine.
Okay, so let's choose another one. I will go. I want to impress Yuri. I like the British.
The posh. Well, what do you think? Posh British
I know
girls
what she
like.
likes. She's dark. Ah,
Oh, a plot twist, maybe.
Sayori's dark.
I guess she likes that word. Maybe she's. I don't know. Anyway,
Okay, then
you
I'll
just
go
keep
with
picking.
fantasy now.
Okay.
Damn.
I guess you didn't know her that well. Okay, fantasy. You have infallible, sunset, captive, portrait, whistle. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, she likes captive.
Okay.
Lipstick, calm, headphones, vacation, bliss, alone, breathe, excitement, skirt, electricity.
Bliss.
Okay, bliss is Sayori.
Can I swear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a pretty non-existent channel, but so basically we can do whatever, except probably murder on YouTube, and we'll be fine.
Okay.
Disarray, after image, jumpy, death, disaster, depression, fun, starscape, fluffy, fireflies.
Okay, I'm gonna choose disarray.
Okay, she likes disarray. Together, puppy, vibrant, candy, heartbeat, happiness, climax. Oh ho ho!
I will never choose climax.
You never
Ever.
choose, never, ever.
Okay, so
Explode, fear, tears.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm very interested to see who this will relate to. By the way.
Just click it then.
No.
Why?
No.
Just click it.
No.
Choose it, man. Woman.
Choose it, mate. Okay, I'm going with climax. But
Let's
just for the record, I will never choose climax.
Yeah. Okay.
Yuri.
It's Yuri.
Okay.
Well, how about that? Intellectual color. I bet she's into intellectual things.
Yeah.
Anyway, but are we committing to that?
No.
We want to impress Yuri?
No.
Well, we gotta impress one. So.
Really?
I mean, no. I'm talking about this poem.
We're gonna impress one.
We're gonna impress one anyway. So it's just
so
gonna
we're
depend
going
how many words that each member likes. That will determine who will like the poem. So you can even choose random words. At the end, you'll find who likes your poem the most, and we'll know who we impressed.
Okay. Intellectual.
Yuri, pleasure, clumsy,
Inferno.
inferno, rain cloud, passion, lust, poof, parfait, universe, determination.
Clumsy is gonna be not so good. Determination is the. Where's Monica, by the way? Why are we not impressing the?
I don't know, maybe because she's the president.
Yeah. I'm gonna choose her.
He told us she's out of our league, so we can't even impress her here.
Okay, I'm going with Inferno.
Inferno.
Yes.
You're into Inferno.
Fireworks, shopping, extreme precious. Loud, nightgown, nibble, dazzle, dream, and treasure.
So, what do you think? Okay, you're into extreme things. Feather, prayer, aura, marshmallow, heaven sent. Okay.
I just like how it sounds. Aura.
Aura, yeah.
Uncontrollable, twirl.
And aura sounds like a word that a Posh girl will like saying.
Yes.
Yeah, she likes aura.
Sugar, friends, tenacious, beauty, tenacious.
Crimson, horror, entropy, papa, kawaii.
Kawaii.
Hurt.
Kawaii, that's, yeah, tenacious.
Okay, that's Yuri. Pure kiss, charm, party, swimsuit, chocolate inside eternity, broken, vivacious.
I would choose chocolate, but in order to impress.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to
do all the words, so I'm choosing chocolate.
Okay. Here, bubbles, family, blanket, joy, love, melancholy, skip. Okay. I guess we'll just go for the fancy words now.
Yeah.
Okay, so variance. There's a bit of it. Variance, effulgent, philosophy, incongruent, extraordinary. Blah, blah, blah. Vitality, cheer, music, graveyard, special. Which one is it?
I don't know. Music. I like music.
Woo! Let's see, you likes music. Unrestrained, summer games, mouse, boob, tragedy, fester, a tone, bad melody.
Unrestrained. Oh, tragedy. Unrestrained.
Okay, Yuri's unrestrained. Sensation.
Yuri's unrestrained.
The daydream, defeat, amazing, bouncy, wonderful, incapable, wrath, holiday, laugh. You know what? Feels like I'm in English class and I'm just learning words. It's fucking great. Wrath. Dance, pout, heart, secretive, promise, disown, milk, waterfall, meager, agonizing.
Agonizing is a very good one.
Flying, frightening, giggle, covet, lucky, sing, imagination, clouds, flee, disoriented.
By the way, I want to say I like the game. We haven't even played. I mean, this is the first thing we are actually doing is playing a game, but I like it.
Okay, I'm glad you like it.
Okay, so
we can do this again sometime.
Giggle.
You see, you were asking earlier what's cringy. What I just did, that was cringy.
Disoriented, no.
And I'm the king of cringe in this organization, by the way. Uncanny okay, this is the last one, so we gotta make it count. Although I'm pretty sure that we nailed Yuri.
Yeah.
Well, not literally, but...
We nailed Yuri. Okay, infinite, adventure, infinite, probably, comfort, rainbow, cage, forgives, kindness, pride.
Yep.
We nailed
Yuri.
We nailed the British chick. Hi again, Eleni. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. We so lit. Okay, let's continue. Now that I put my swaggy clothes on. Keď Pašku izrežu najverят. Окей, само да ми напомниш. Да, насколько. Не виж всичко е точно. Защото с нощи правих. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Okay, mouse is yours, space is mine. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Eleni. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if you noticed, our character who I'm gonna voice she named it Eleni, so it took us a while to just get used to the fact that I'm voicing her name, which is our main male character.
The only male.
Yeah, okay, anyway, let's continue.
Making you dive head fist into literature when you're not.
It's not a head fist, is that a John?
Head first.
Well, we know who's the dirty one.
Literature. Well, she's British, she's into murder.
And head fists, obviously.
When you're not accustomed to it,
So wrong.
especially.
Yeah, okay. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you're planned to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. No, I gotta do like a weird twitch with my head. Like,
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth
whoa.
for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Like the word plop.
Don't worry, guys. Eleni always gives it his best. Eleni always gives it his best. Good. As long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
So I'm her wife.
How dependable.
Yeah. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that silly? I like how she does that.
Yeah.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Eleni can become good friends too. Oh, sorry. How come? You and Eleni can become good friends too.
Sayori.
Oops. Don't.
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori?
Eh? Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Like,
I'm so smooth.
no.
I
Is
am.
that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it.
Alright. Alrighty then. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I would like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two.
Okay, by accident.
That's enough. All you need to know.
It was an accident. Yeah, I always go to buy something and I just buy two of them.
Just in case.
Yeah, I know. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well, you need to read it, right?
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Mark. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about the girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. This is getting weird. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. I think she just told me the story.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Eleni?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective, where horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided laws interfere with their villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. She's starting. She's letting it out. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. You don't have to say it every time.
I like it.
You like saying dot. Yeah, I see.
It would be dot.
Yeah, okay. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to.
Typical English.
It's
Saying
just
sorry all the time.
something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
Oh, she's shy. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just.
Being cute? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I'm sorry. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, like this, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm. We already did it. This is a phrase I've heard before, man.
We overdid it.
Okay. Never mind. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yeah. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Yeah.
Are you ready
Eh?
to turn the page?
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I actually did get distracted. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right?
I'm a dum-dum.
I don't mind being patient if it takes a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do.
I'm not even the bad boy, I'm just the dumb boy in school. And everybody likes me.
It's really interesting how you said a 30-year-old.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was just joking around. I mean, of course, everyone can enjoy a good dating simulator, I guess.
Yeah, right, but they're like good looking.
No, they're not 30 years old.
No, the guy who made it. So.
No, I'm not saying the guy who made it is 30 years old. I was talking about, like, I was stereotyping. You know how everyone say that gamers are fat, ugly boys in their mother's basement and stuff like that. So that's like the rudest stereotype of all. But yeah,
Also
it was kind of like that. It's not true. You don't play games, so you don't know that many gamers. But you know me,
I know you.
yeah, and I'm alright, right?
You were.
Wow. Wow. Rude. Okay, let's just continue.
Oh, since you've been so patient with me.
Like you. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I am ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses herself, second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head on it or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see. I didn't listen to a word you said. That's how that sounded.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But, Eleni, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. 'Cause you're kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone.
God damn it! Monica, you cock blocker!
Damn it, Monica.
Just shoot!
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Oh.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
Oh, she doesn't care. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It will be more fun to read with you after it picks up on it, you know?
That's good reasoning.
And I wasn't being clingy or hungry for it. I was like, I can read it without you, girl. I can read alone. I know to read.
In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Yeah, like you can do that in one night.
Of course. My character, I guess I can't. Yeah. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Would be a shame if I split it.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. You know, funny thing is, your boy here actually wrote some poetry before. You know that. Don't play dumb with me. I will show you something. I'm pretty good. Right? I'm good, right?
You are. Yes. I might make him read one again. Just for the gaming.
I just got the sudden chill down my spine.
You can say it's in Bulgarian.
No. I couldn't really find. Moving on.
Moving on.
I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Oh, is this not true?
That's excited Sayori.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition tone. You can really, I like how they're really good at describing each of the characters' personalities, and each of them is so different from the other. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, so now we gotta show poems.
Okay, you go with the present first.
You go with whatever you wanna go with. You make all the decisions in this game, okay? I won't influence you.
Okay, let's go with Natsuki. No, yeah, Natsuki.
Okay.
No, because I'm the other three. Let's go with Monica. Present.
I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
Monica. I wasn't supposed to read that. Okay. Hi, Eleni.
You can start reading the options too.
Seriously. Okay. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I can listen. Doesn't mean I'm gonna execute.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of...
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Lenny. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Eleni. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked. Anyway, you know that Yuri likes this kind of writing,
Because
right?
we aimed it towards her, we picked all those fancy words now.
She knows. Okay. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances.
Nuances, yeah.
It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing.
You do you, boo.
You do your own thing, boy. Girl. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Like different girls. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you.
Yeah.
Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
That's a bit breaking the fourth wall. You know the expression, right?
Yes.
Just as the bride says me, ha 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 ha.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Busted. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it. Read it then. Okay, so
Hole in a wall. In wall.
Okay, so you can, you do the reading because Monica wrote it.
But you're reading it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hole in wall.
Okay, so let's just take turns. You read one, I'll read one, then you read one.
Okay.
So you wanna start?
Yes. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. The spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas.
My retinas.
My retinas. Oh my god.
It's just her pristine handwriting, you know?
Yeah, my retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
That's pretty good. Okay, so you click there to skip it.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's how you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay.
I like how she did that eyebrow thing when she raised only one. I said
I can't.
she's the rock girl.
Yeah. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I did manage to do that.
You did great. What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're waiting, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard, so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. It perfect.
We're too dirty for this game.
Or I am.
No.
Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink.
I really like this metaphor actually.
So just move your hand and go with the flow.
And you know, this advice can actually be applied for anything at all. So I like this one.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. If you did.
Okay, who's next?
That's you. Or no, I don't know what's hearing. Then it's my
Okay.
Because she's the one trying to.
Okay.
This is a good poem, Eleni. Did we get to read ours?
No.
Ah.
We don't read ours.
Oh, why?
Oh, because it's just a bunch of random words.
Oh, look at the question. Are you sure it's your first time?
Oh, of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Yeah, busted.
I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me.
He's too macho for these things. He's strictly anime and games, no poems, cause he's male. He's a man.
Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me what happened to me.
I don't know.
It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the group. This game is doing something to my brain.
It's the music, it's hypnotizing. It makes you
Yeah.
dumb. But it's good. Good jam. Marmalade. Okay. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Eleni. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
I'm adorable. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Okay.
Oh, it starts with Dear Sunshine.
Dear Sunshine. Checking after I need to come up with a voice. Dear
Sunshine.
Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I am not mad. I want breakfast.
Okay, that's good. And your bread is good though.
Yeah. I'm a good Sayori. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
That's mean.
I'm a meanie.
No.
She likes me mean though.
Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
No, now I feel bad. Ah yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad one. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Man, I really feel bad for her.
And the silly thing is she's saying, really?
And she's like, it's, you know, I kind of feel guilty because I have this sort of a relationship with my cousin, and I'm just constantly being mean to her, and she thinks I'm like the best person ever. It's like, it's crazy. You don't have to take the good people around you for granted, okay? Don't be us. Don't be me and that douchebag that's in the game.
That's our advice for the day.
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast. How is that related?
It's because she said I want breakfast, and he said especially that last line, and that's why she said she made eggs and breakfast. Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Look at her mouth. That's the typical anime face when they're kind of embarrassed about something, but kind of proud too. I don't know.
I get all cranky. Well,
I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
this was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Ah, yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it.
Okay. Now I'm not so keen.
Oh, yeah.
Should I
Okay,
show
so
Oh, you're.
I don't know. I would still do Natsuki's line
Okay.
because it's a short poem at least. You know what? I decided. I think I'm gonna read the poems in my own voice, and you can read the rest in your voice. Or if you want, I can do all the poems, but I'll do them in my own voice. I'll do because you get all the shitty poems. I mean, not shitty, but the one with the pristine handwriting, and they're gonna be a bit more. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Oh shit. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little bit blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for you, your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it.
I can read that one.
Nah, I wanna read that one. Okay, so here we go. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's actually a good one.
And she decided to pick Eagles Can Fly.
Yeah, but because she doesn't want to give it away, you know?
Okay.
Because it's like, this is the punchline, you know?
But
So,
that's about it.
yeah. That's a good one. I don't know, I like all the poems actually. Even the one with the breakfast. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What?
What?
Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And now we have Yuri left. Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Eh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, she's embarrassed.
Oh, please go and take me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. Well, what am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part.
You got tea?
No. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback, like I did. Thank you. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, sorry.
We got a beef? It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her.
How cute.
Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light.
Yeah, this should definitely be read with a posh accent. I want to hear it.
Okay. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing. Calms? Is that calms?
Calm.
Calms.
No, calm, then there's a comma.
Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Oh, this girl is just... She's either being way too polite or she's just oblivious to how stupid our character is. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief, really.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, that story isn't about a ghost at all, Eleni.
Oh, I'm just the dumbest. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. There's a lot more solemn. Oh, sorry.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from it.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
Aww. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Eleni.
Oh yeah, baby. Me too. Okay. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself in. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Mitsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? No. What's with this language? Sorry, that was bad.
Did you say something?
It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess yours is fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute?
Cute? No, I mean cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling and giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Oh, this voice is killing me.
Which people did, by the way.
You're so much better at
Okay,
this.
I'm taking over.
Sayori liked it, and Eleni did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. No! And Eleni liked my poem too, you know.
Cat fight.
He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Eleni appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. That was not in British at all. It's fine.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly
Cutesy.
cutesy. Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Eleni started showing up.
Oh, cat fight.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. And
And
in
she
British.
does.
Yeah. This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Eleni, she's just trying to make me look bad. No, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. That's the point in making your prompts all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Eleni.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Eleni?
I have no job. Eleni reads everything.
Well,
How did I get dragged into this first place? In the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, you'll probably think more highly of me. Oh shit, we gotta make a choice here.
can we pause and save?
Let's make the choice. Then. Or you wanna stop now?
Yeah,
You have to stop now.
I have
Okay, I don't wanna rush it, so I guess we'll have to stop this part here, guys. And when we get back, we'll see who we choose out of these two, and continue with the Lit Club. So thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you like the content. We'll be releasing part 2 soon. With that in mind, feel free to put a like, and I'll see you in the next part.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Okay, no. Okay. It's awesome and kind of creepy at the same time. I really like it. Okay.
I'm popping.
Happy?